this mission. That last long kiss on a fragile December is their mercy for the man who knows only his ambition.
That's it. You're here with Ladylife and the Backstage Pass. You never know what happens backstage, stays backstage. Tonight I have some special guests, some information on entertainment, music, fashion, and life. The good, the bad, the ugly. Now let's do it. Let's get right in with the Backstage Pass with Ladylife. Hey, we got the kids in the house tonight. You got a bell, Devin. You can bang that shit as much as you want. Happy birthday to my husband.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Yo, guys, what's up?
Chilling.
Trying to
How's it
blow up the
going?
spot, Devin, on every freaking Fox 5, Channel 12. Yo, we got Mia, Lailani, Devan Abiza in the house. Thank you guys so much for coming here.
Thanks for having us.
From the
having
Boogie
us.
Down.
Yes, ma'am.
Representing. You look beautiful tonight, both of you, in
Thank you, thank you.
your fresh gear.
Thank you.
I've just been so inspired by you guys, and I had to shed some light on your amazing work and your last video. And Devin, you know, I've been watching you, and I know your dad for a long time, and we work in the same building, and I'm so inspired by you both. You guys are really taking it to a new level, especially being a family. And it's hard because, like, I worked with my brother. He was like, don't touch my keyboards. Don't touch my stuff. You guys kind of came together and made a unit and did some beautiful stuff together. And tonight, on the Backstage Pass with Ladylife, we're going to shed all these beautiful songs.
Yes,
so thank you so much for being here
Yes,
tonight.
thank you for having
A
us.
little applause, a little ding-ding in the
Yo,
house.
me pressing this bell all night.
Like
Thank you
Breaking Bad,
guys for chiming in. It's Tuesday night with a little Taco Tuesday. Thank you guys for chiming in with my people. I'm so excited to have you guys here. So let's start off first with your dad was explaining to me that I didn't know that you did this at the young ages you guys actually started. What was your age that you started?
I made my first rap song at like probably 3. Just,
3.
Yeah, just fucking around. My dad had a beat, and I would just like,
Ding ding, that's a
Ding,
fine.
ding.
Just joking. No, it's my own show. You can curse. Just kidding. That's why I have my own show.
Right.
All right, so 3 years old. And
Yeah.
you were young. You were 2, right? You were singing No One by Alicia Keys.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And your dad was like, babe. He tells his wife, babe, I think I hear her singing. And my niece was doing that too. No One happened to be like a song that a lot of kids sang at that time. So both of you collectively, and you're what, 6 years apart?
yes.
So it kind of like meshed together.
Yeah, for sure.
It just
Worked
happened.
Out. It worked out.
Yes, it did, because y'all are doing some shit right now. All right, so let's talk about this. You guys are born and raised in the Bronx.
Yes.
Okay, you went to high school in the Bronx, correct?
Yep.
I go in Manhattan.
You go in Manhattan. Where?
LaGuardia.
Oh,
LaGuardia High
yes.
School.
Okay, and what year are you in?
I'm a junior.
You're a
11.
junior, so you got one more year at LaGuardia.
Very scary.
Let,
very scary.
I was just going to say, let's talk about that for a minute. Let's talk about, like, how is it when you go into school? What is it like?
I love my school, LaGuardia. It's an art school, performing arts school. It has vocal majors, drama majors, art majors, all type of majors. And like the environment is so positive because we have so many different like artistic creators, and it's just.
Well, you have a lot of hitters out of there. Nicki Minaj. I mean, you guys got the
Yes,
list.
ma'am.
So
They're mostly all drama majors, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the vocal major to come back. You know.
all right, that's
Um,
right. That's right. You gotta take it while you can, because it's important to make point where you come from. So you want to do a vocal major there. Is there competition in there?
I mean, there's competition everywhere because, you know, it's mostly family, though, because we're all in the same classes. We're all growing up together. But, yeah, for certain things, like solos or little things like that. But in general, it's like a loving community, and we all support each other and
That's
lift
good.
each other up.
That's what
as
it
should
is.
be. Yeah.
That is, I feel like musicians are like a very loving community. So when you're in that space, like when you go in and you know you got to do like maybe a demo that day, is it rough, or do you have like the girls with you? You guys do it together? How does it work in the school?
We usually do solos. Like, we have to perform in front of each other. We have solos, but we all like support each other while we're watching it. If someone messes up, we like sing a little bit, like
Right, you catch
to get
them
them
up.
back on
Yeah.
the track.
I would always say to my band, I was like, yo, when I'm doing Kelly Clarkson, you got to get my background. Like, she's high, you know, like
Yeah.
it's hard. So it's a great, that's really cool that you're in LaGuardia. So going into senior year, what do you expect coming out of the school? What's your goals coming out of there? Do they allow you to audition for actual shows? Do they set up meetings with you guys, or you guys have to do that on your own?
Shows like what? Like in the school or
Like,
outside?
like if you were going to do an outside show, like if you're going to sing backup for somebody.
I'm actually not sure. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't
Okay,
know.
so your focus is more on what you do in the
Yeah.
school. I'm only asking because a lot of people came out of New York City, and it's like, you know, how did you get to where you got to go? Like most of us, just like I was telling you before, like we just ran around and did what we had to do to get busy. But you guys are in that cancel culture, and it's hard. And I was saying to my husband before, right before I came here, like, you guys got it rough. Like, I could sing a song and it may not be that good, and I gave out CDs back in the day, and if it wasn't good, it wasn't good. But if you make one little mistake, you're in a different type of culture. But you two seem to have your eye on the prize,
Yeah.
and you have a beautiful stir. I mean, you were just on Fox 5, Channel 12. What was it with the sampling? What made you do that? Because I tried to do that and set samples down. It never worked back in the day. Like, what was it that inspired you? Was it the sounds and the people?
Yeah, it was just a way of content. I was just trying to do something different. I remember.
Smart.
Yeah, the first one we did was Kitchen Sounds.
Okay. Yes, you did.
That was the first
that
one
was
we did.
smart.
And
Very fun.
it did
See,
really.
I'm
it did
weird
really
like
well.
that, and I'm like, no. When you did it, I was like, oh my god, this is me. Like, it's so weird. But you're right. So, what kitchen sounds did you do? Like, what did you find?
Yeah, we did. What did we do? We did like refrigerator sounds,
did
sink
the
sounds,
sink,
some
the
knives, you know,
noodles.
anything, pasta. Yeah,
Pasta?
The stove.
pasta. Yeah, the stove.
Oh, that's hell.
Little
That's a
fire.
high note right there.
Yeah, right.
Some spoons?
And you know, I record with my iPhone, my voice memos, and then I'll put it into my Reason, chop up sounds that I like. Oh, that might be cool. That might be cool. And then I don't know, it just kind of happened and made the beat, and people responded
Well, they
to it really
responded
well.
heavily.
Yeah.
So and then you did a second one with
I did
the
a
train.
bunch of them. Yeah.
Yeah, with the train. So you got on the train, and you just held your phone because I would do this, and people thought I was crazy, and I would send it over, but I had like a flip phone back then, so we'd be like, they're like, what are you doing? And I like sent like samples out. So when you did that, what I'm so impressed by you, Devin, is your quickness. Your where did that come from? How did you build that? Because your dad was saying when you worked on the emulator back in the day.
The quickness in like my DJing.
Yeah,
or-
like how did that? Because he said you saw that when you were young and you were already getting bookings to like travel already at age 12. I think you were touring like doing
13.
stuff.
I did Madison Square Garden for the Knicks.
Oof.
And after that, I started to get like more gigs like Intel, and they would fly me out to like San Francisco, Pittsburgh, Arizona.
And this
stuff
was
like that.
on the Clear emulator,
Yeah.
which was I thought was like this big piece of thing, and I'm like, I cannot deal with this. Like, I came from vinyl, so when that came out, I was like, what is going on?
For sure, I'm sure.
How did you learn that at 13 years
I'm
old?
sure DJs were like, "Yo, who the fuck is this guy think
Yeah.
he is?" You know. But I was young, and it was new technology, and that's how I got my start. But then we implemented a low controller tractor, so I could scratch. Because on that big screen, you couldn't really scratch.
I was gonna ask you that. So via mixing the records was probably a lot easier because I watched the emulator. I saw it come out. I was behind some of the people that actually did the Apple commercial, and it was cool. But I feel like I'm an original, so I come from vinyl. I like to scratch. I like to pull my records back. I like to tag it and see where it comes from. I've stood behind the best artists in the world, and I would be like, how do they have their headphones off and know where to go?
Right.
It's all because it's taped up.
Yeah, so
So
I
you
needed
just
I
did
needed
it.
a controller to at least do that, you
Wow.
know. And you know, DJing culture is scratching, it's beat juggling.
Yes,
it's
it is.
stuff like that, right? So, I got better as
Time goes on.
went
Yeah, absolutely.
The screen was just really just for visual.
I think
and
it was for
looked really
visual.
fucking
It
cool,
looked
you know what I
really
mean?
freaking cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Straight up, ding ding to emulator. Yo, had it for a minute, but it was a little too big to bring to clubs. I think we were talking about that. Like,
Oh, yeah,
you bringing
yeah,
in
yeah.
some, like we bring in the Serato and laptops, and all of a sudden the emulator comes in.
Yeah.
So now you're seeing your brother, because that's what I saw. My brother, you're actually seeing this, and you're like, huh, what is this? So this is music around the family, music around the people, and you're like, what do I want to do? So did you just start to sing one day, or?
Yeah, I mean, since I was 2, I was singing No One, and then like I would make like little songs on my dad's voice memos. There's so many of them. It was just like little things like everything's changing, colors are changing, and so it was little things like that. And then when I was 10, they were working on this song called "Be With You," and I think Devin wrote most of it. And they were like, "Mia, go sing it." And then so I did the vocals. It doesn't sound that good because I was 10 years old.
Yeah,
But-
I'm sure. Please, my first vocal, they still playing. I'm like, why do you guys do that to me? I'm like, it's the worst thing ever. But sometimes the first vocals are the best vocals, and you gotta. That's where you stem from, and that's what when I saw your last video, I was like, oh my God, she's so amazing. Do you guys mind if we play one of the songs right now?
Yes.
Sure.
All right, so let's kick it with Honest. If y'all are just checking in, Honest is produced by you and written by you.
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
yeah.
This
is
is off my
off the album.
debut album. It's called Blink of an Eye. Go stream it on Apple Music, Spotify,
Apple Music,
YouTube,
Spotify. I already
everywhere.
got it, girl. I
Come
already
on,
got
come
it.
on.
Man.
Apple Music, you could. Yeah, that's right. This is your bell. You could bing. So we're gonna check in with Honest on the Backstage Pass with Ladylife Tuesday nights with Devan Abiza and my beautiful Mia Lailani.
Yes,
Let's
ma'am.
go. Let's go.
I don't ask for much, just wanna be next to you, running through the avenue. Is it a little too much for you to give me your attention?
off my feet. Promise my devotion, love could be complete. It's you and me, where you wanna go. Be living the dream, wherever we go. Just follow my lead, lady. I got what you needed.
I just wanna stand by you, talking on the phone and calling you my own. Why do you keep pushing me away? Is it making this harder than it needs to be? Is we living in a fantasy? I don't ask for much, just wanna be next to you, running through the avenue. Is it a little too much for you to give me your attention and show me some affection? So can we be honest, baby? I waited the longest, baby, for you to love me, maybe. It's been a long time coming. Can we be honest, baby? Are you willing to love me, baby? Just like you promised, baby. It's been a long time coming.
Wait a second. Yo, wait a second. Wait, yo, I love it. Yo,
Ring that bell.
they're eating right here. She's like, can I eat? I was like, you can do whatever you want, girl. This ain't back in the day. You could eat whatever you. That was beautiful.
I like these bells,
Thank
man.
you. Me
Yo,
too.
it's
We need
all-
some
I
at
know-
home.
I always say, chicken's up. So my husband's like, congratulations to both of you guys.
Thank
So that
you.
was a beautiful song. There's a lot of strings going on in the background.
going
Who
on.
did all that work? Like, where did all that
Yeah,
come
so
from?
the beat, I started the beat originally, and we kind of just built from that.
You did all those beats?
I did. I don't.
You did the.
We
it
worked
was
on it. We
you?
worked on it together. So
Wait a second. Hold on. You did all of that last guitar? Like
no.
Okay.
So we hired this guy.
Yeah.
What's his name?
See, I'm good.
Jonathan, hello.
Jonathan, yes.
We got
Jonathan.
Maximino in the studio
Jonathan
tonight.
on
Yeah.
guitar.
Jonathan.
He can jump in the camera.
We got a bass player to replace
Yeah,
my
I
bass
was like,
that
wait
I
a second.
played.
That guitar. See, I know my music.
Nate Jones on bass.
Okay.
We have Rose
that
on
way.
keys.
Rose
You
on
know, I
keys.
think music is a creative process. So
Yeah, it
you know,
is.
Kanye West
I
gets
was like, wait a second.
Kanye West gets the best. What's the word? Musicians. You know, to
Yeah,
make something
absolutely.
better. So, yeah, it's a team effort.
Yeah, it was amazing because I was like, wait, I'm hearing all these amazing like extra stuff going on, like,
Yeah.
so wow, so you got a team of you together.
Yeah, me and my dad.
Yeah,
you
your
know,
dad's
we-
amazing.
We
so.
mix and we try to make the best thing possible. When we hire people that
And you
could make
wrote
things
that,
better.
and
Yeah,
why'd
me,
you?
Me, Devin, and Swan, who's
Who's
also
on the song.
featured on the song.
Swan,
His voice
congratulations,
is incredible,
Swan.
by the way.
Okay,
It's,
yes,
like,
thank you,
nice and
Swan,
raspy.
for checking in with us.
Shout out to Swan.
I'm trying to move
Shout out to
this
Swan.
water so I can see your faces.
But yeah, me, Devin, and Swan wrote the song together. I think it was like December of 2019.
Okay, so it's not too old. How
yeah.
long did it take you to write that song?
Not long. I think we did it in like 2 sessions.
We wrote the song, but to
I always ask
Finish it.
because I've had some sick writing sessions where I'm done in a day, and then I've had like a couple of months writing.
to
No,
finish the
same,
song.
People
took
don't get
months,
it, like
though.
how long it took. Yeah.
Took
Oh, it
months.
takes months.
To
Like,
write the
I've-
song, it was like 2 days, and then to finish it, a year.
Wow.
Like, literally
it takes a year. It takes a
Yeah,
year.
it's a
That's
while,
how people
yeah.
say like they're always in a rush to do something, and I'm like, guys, it takes a years to make a project. Like when you
It's
hear
a
people
lot that
come
goes into
together,
it.
Yeah, it's
like
not-
I've re-recorded my #1 hits, and I'm like, yo, we recorded, and y'all use the original vocal, but that's what it takes, and I'm glad that you guys are starting to understand that it's okay that it takes a long time because the time is what heals all the other stuff.
Yeah.
It takes a long time, and I know you're young.
Yeah.
I know, and you want it, and that was a big
Mia's like,
part
I
of
gotta
it
do
for me.
extra harmonies.
Yeah, Mia.
I love it
girl.
now, though. At
Ooh,
the time-
ooh, yeah, yeah.
Get it?
That shit comes.
Yes, ma'am.
It comes in time. And when they need all that stuff, you go in there and you give them that. And that's what's important. I heard you when we were sitting here, you were just harmonizing to Phil Collins. Like, that's not even your era.
Yeah, because at the time of making, I was like 14, and I always do my vocals in the booth, and Dad or Devin record me. But like recently, in the past year, I've been recording my own vocals.
I saw with the
And,
microphone out
yeah.
in the hand. I was like,
In
oh,
there.
okay, she got it
Yeah.
going on right here.
I've been recording my own vocals, and I feel like no disrespect, but I feel like I get it done quicker.
You know what? It's okay because you have to remember when, as a singer and an artist as well, and it comes when it comes. It doesn't happen. People will be like, "Oh, in the studio." Listen, I've had very rough days in the studio. I've had #1 hits. I've had 27 global hits. I've toured the country. I've traveled the world. I've opened for some of the biggest artists in the world. And it doesn't matter. If you're not having the day you're supposed to have, you're not having that day.
Yeah.
It's about
You have
what's
to respect
inside.
that,
Yeah, and you got to go on vocal arrest. You got to shut down. And you got to really
back,
find that inner peace. And like tonight, I feel like right when you came in, you were feeling it because you were just harmonizing so beautiful. I wish all y'all could hear it. Yo,
Yeah, and I
thanks
feel
for chiming in. Hold on, I gotta check out. This shit is going crazy.
And
All right, so
I feel like we have a good workflow now.
you
too.
do,
Like,
Yes,
you guys
it's a
do.
dynamic, yeah.
yeah, like I'll make a beat, right? She'll come down. Oh, I like this.
Yes.
And then
I'll
she'll
come down
vibe
on
to
my
it by
own.
herself.
Correct.
And then
Record the
record
vocals,
herself,
the
and
harmonies,
then
and
we
then
build
Dad
from
comes
that.
in.
And then leave it. You know why?
Yeah.
Because when I did All I Do, I wrote it on a napkin. It wound up being my biggest hit. I actually never released it to this day. I'm about to release it. And it's crazy because everybody remembered that song. And that was the one song I didn't do with the people I actually paid the $20,000, $30,000 to at that time in 2005 when you need to pay for producers and promoters to do a record because that's what it was. It was crazy because I wrote it literally on a napkin when I was listening to, you know, those little meditation raindrop shit you get from CBS. Like, bung, da, bung, dung, 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 dung. I wrote this hit record on a napkin, which when I met Kenny Rogers, rest his soul, he said most of his records were written last minute on a napkin after hearing a beat. And he would write, like literally, he said, I'd be in the bathroom on toilet paper, and I would write. People don't get it as singers. It's gotta come when it comes. It doesn't just happen.
Yeah.
You don't just go in the studio like, I'm ready to knock it out tonight.
Yeah.
You see baseball players, not every baseball player's gotta, Jared Jeter ain't gonna hit home runs all night. It is what it is.
Yeah.
You gotta feel it really in your soul. And when you're writing a single or writing a song, and I tell this to my husband, oh my God, I wrote a song today. He's like, oh, all right. But what they don't know is it takes months to prepare for that moment.
Yeah.
It could take years for you. So
For real.
that beat inspired you to do that.
Yeah, like recently when I started school again in September, I felt like I had no motivation. Like for the last like 2 or 3 months, I felt like I had no motivation. I was like, what is going on? Like, I can't write anything. I'd go to the studio and like nothing would come out.
Yes.
And whatever would come out, it was like corny or like
I know. You're like,
wasn't feeling
and
it.
go to the gym and
Yeah.
be to the gym and right.
Yeah.
You're rhyming and you don't want to rhyme.
And like recently, I started getting back into it. We made like 3 new songs
Yeah.
in the last like
Yeah.
3 weeks. So
It
it's-
happens
it's-
because
gotta let it come and go.
It's stimulation and
Yeah.
what's
It goes up
important-
and down, yeah.
Yes, it's a flow and I understand that because I was pressured when I had my first deal, which was a very big deal. They pushed me for the last 2 singles, and Eminem and Dre, he says it all the time. They know Marsha Mathers, that was done later. Like the bigger records were done at the end of these albums. Like sometimes the best stuff comes at the very end, and it comes in
we
one
gotta start at
shot.
the toe, yeah.
Because when I did Hero, I was like, oh, that sounded horrible. Even when I started the show, Mike could tell you, right, Mike? I was like, I don't want to do the show. It's not going to work. He's like, girl, you got 1,000 views. I was like, people actually watch me? You got to just wait for your time and wait for what you feel to do it. And what inspires you to do music every day? Because you're like hands-on every day, I notice.
Yeah. I love music, but, some days I don't have it either,
It happens?
Yeah, it happens. There's days where I could be in the studio.
Yeah, some
forcing
days
it.
I see you like online, like hardcore, like you going in. What do you think that is though? Where does that come from? Like, is it like something you have to dig for and you just wake up and do it? I feel like it's very natural with you too.
Yeah, I feel like I try not to force it and just let it kind of happen. I like to watch movies and play video games and get my mind off of other things.
Okay. Most artists say that. Like when you hear on Sirius Satellite Radio, they're like,
It sounds
I watch
stupid, too.
movies and I play video games.
It sounds stupid, too.
But
It
that's
sounds
your
like-
simulation. Like today, to rest, I didn't rest. I was so excited about you guys. I put on meditation and I
She's
was
like, "Hold
like,
on, let me calm down."
Oh, all day. Yeah, did it calm down. Mia, I did not calm down. All I wanted to do was like write a single for you guys. And I was like, Max, I don't think I'm crazy, but like I was so inspired by you guys and so enlightened by you guys because you got that fire that constantly burns. And it's not easy in this culture.
Yeah, and also-
you guys came up in that.
And also, like, to answer your question, like, you know, social media now, you have to put out a lot of content.
Yeah.
You know, so I think that's also another part of it where, like, all right, I have to like make some.
That's what I'm
something,
saying.
you know
Like,
what I
how
mean?
do you?
Yes.
Because back then, I would come off of, yo, Mike, I ain't gonna lie. I would do like Vegas, Philly, and Florida in one weekend, be in a movie, be in TV shows, be singing and dancing and acting, come home, and I'll be exhausted for a week. And my phone would keep ringing. I had to do interviews, and I literally couldn't keep up with that. So that's why I'm asking you that. Like, what's the daily inspiration? Because you know the culture is very different. It's very now.
I think that the inspiration is just that I wanna make history. You know, I wanna
That's
be
right.
the best producer possible.
That's right. Yo, you better
Ding,
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 ding, ding,
ding,
ding, ding, ding, ding, ding. You better applaud that.
Yeah,
Yo,
and-
if y'all just chiming in, it's Devan Abiza live right here tonight. Skirt, skirt. Yo, we're going to pay the bills real quick. We'll be right back. Thank you guys so much for chiming in with the Backstage Pass with Ladylife.
Skirt. I know the guy to do it. Sean Lynch at the A-Team Real Estate Group, LLC. Licensed real estate salesperson. Office phone number 718-915-7000 or direct at 516-399-7333. Email Sean Lynch at ateamnewyork.com. Located at 540 Little Neck Parkway, Suite number 5, Little Neck, New York. Once again, that's Sean Lynch at the A-Team, New York.
All right, y'all, we're back. Let's get into this, yo. So we got another track. We're going to do Dreamin' right now.
Ooh.
And Dreamin', how did this come about before we talk about it?
Dreamin'. Also, this is like one of the first songs I wrote for the album. We made this also December 2019.
Wow.
December 28th. I know the exact day.
Okay, that's a very special day to me, by the way. But
Really?
yes, it's a very special day. We'll talk about it another time. But yes, it's a
Okay.
very special day.
And so I wrote that in my kitchen on my iPad.
Good.
And I was just a beat that Devin had, and so I was just
So
vibing
Devin
with
made
it.
a beat,
Yes.
and you heard it, and you were like, "Boom! I
Yeah,
hear it."
I bounced it. I sent it to myself, and I played
Wow.
it on my iPad.
She's like, "I bounced it, Devin. I bounced it. I bounced it to myself. I went up in my own room, and I was like, Devin, here I go."
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So I was in the kitchen. I remember specifically. I was in the kitchen. I had the iPad set up, and I was just like writing. And it's one of those beats where like instantly you feel there's a connection.
Yep.
And I just started saying, "You just got that effect on me," and that song. I mean, the whole album that I wrote. It means a lot to me because going through all these feelings of growing up. I was 14 when I started writing it, and I finished it when I was like 15.
Wow.
And then released it when I was 16. So it was like a lot of growing that I went through and emotions that I didn't understand, of liking people and like everything. And so writing the songs, writing Dreamin', it's very therapeutic because it's a way of venting, about how I feel.
Yes.
And I've learned.
I feel like you're a
recently-
quiet soldier, but you have a lot to say, like me.
Yeah.
When I see you, I feel like when I watch you in the last video, I was like, wow, she's a lot like me. Like, I'm extremely shy, and people are like, oh, you have your own show, but like I hold back, and then when I let go, it's on, and that's why I feel like I connected to you. So Dreaming was basically written by you hearing a beat, and you went in and you just wrote it, and then did you send it back to him, or you were like, yo, we're doing this?
What did I do?
I think you just played it for me.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
like,
she recorded this and sent it to you. Like, I heard this, I like it, and you were like, okay, it works.
Yeah.
I think,
And you
no,
placed
No,
I
I
think,
think-
okay, what happened was I think he came back from wherever, and I played the beat and sang it for Dad and Devin, and they were like, I like that, and then we like recorded it later on. But yeah, it started with like just the first verse. I didn't write
Yes.
the whole thing. That's usually what happens. I write like the first.
Yeah, I do. I
half
do.
of the
No,
song.
no,
And then I stop.
And then I try to write in the
Yeah.
That's what happens. Sometimes you you could almost hear the verse and the chorus, and you write it, and you're
And then
like,
that's it.
yeah, okay, I understand.
That's done for the
I
day.
feel like this song had a lot of edits. Like
Yes.
a
Yes,
lot of
Back and
rewrites,
forth.
I
a
know,
lot of
I know. And you know
re-recording.
what? We always talk about this, especially on this show a lot. We talk about not touching it again because sometimes when you rewrite and re-edit,
It's not the same.
it's not. You know what?
Yeah.
I don't freaking like Devin Abiza. I like Devin Abiza. All right, let's check it out. We're gonna do "Dreamer" right now with Devin Abiza and Mia Lailani. The Backstage Pass with Ladylife on Tuesday night. Let's
Yes,
go.
ma'am.
You've just got that effect on me. Trying to get away, can't keep up with my feet. And I know I don't show much affection, but your eyes are so captivating, and your smile is above average. And I don't usually like much attention.
Love.
You made me feel like summer in the sky. How can one person make you feel so nice? But I just keep daydreaming, dreaming, dreaming. Never knew that I could feel this way. Heart beats fast when you come by my way. But I just keep daydreaming, dreaming, dreaming. Don't know what this means for me. You resurface in my brain every time I think. And I don't usually have these conversations, but you came in without a warning, and you held my hand without asking. How am I supposed to keep going on? You made me feel like summer in the sky. How can one person make you feel so nice? But I just keep daydreaming, dreaming, dreaming. I never knew that I could feel this way. Heart beats fast when you come by my way. But I just keep daydreaming, dreaming, dreaming. And I'll paint the picture so it's clear. These thoughts in my head won't disappear. Maybe if I don't think at all. Maybe if I dreaming, dreaming. Pretty sure I've tried every remedy. Stuck in my head like a melody. What's the use? You made me feel like summer in the sky. How can one person make you feel so nice? But I just keep on dreaming, dreaming, dreaming. Oh, never knew that I could feel this way. Heart beats fast when you come by my way. But I just keep on dreaming, dreaming, dreaming. Oh, daydreaming, oh no. Stuck daydreaming, oh, oh no. Oh, oh, daydreaming, oh no. Heart beats fast when you come by my way. Oh, I just keep on.
Yo, I can't get enough of you guys. I love you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm like so. I just want to ring every bell and do the applause on that one. That was so good.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Yo, all I
Bada
know
bing,
is
bada
that,
boom.
like you just came up with that and wrote "Dreamin'." Like it's so sweet and so honest. Like it's so pretty too.
Thank you.
Like I'm enamored by you because I was in that place before, and it's so innocent to you. Like, what made you just start writing?
in general.
Because your brother is now a producer. He's DJing. He's doing the emulator. He's traveling. And you're like, Mommy, Daddy, what's up? I want to do something. How did you just come to sing?
I think-
I know you were singing young, but
Yeah.
like, well, I mean, the songs you write are beautiful. They're not like kids songs. I have to be honest with
They're
you.
not kids songs.
They're
No,
not
they're
kids songs. When's your birthday?
July 1st,
Oh,
2005.
okay. Okay, so you are going into Cancer, but you're like
Yeah.
the cusp.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're a cusp baby, right?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
So yeah, that's okay. So you're more you got the moon in you, and
Yeah.
you got
Ooh, she knows
some
her
of it.
astrology, y'all.
Yeah, I'm very into it. So you got a lot of fire inside of you, and it's a tricky fire because it's the beginning of July, which is the hottest month, but not the hottest month at the same time. So these songs are so beautiful. I'm just like, who inspired you as an artist? What name besides Alicia Keys? Because that was your coming up, and I mean, I heard her too, and I got inspired as well, and I almost went with their agency, so I get it, MBK. But what hit you? Because tonight, when you were singing Phil Collins, when you walked in, I was very surprised that you were singing such an old record.
Yeah, I mean, I have a wide variety of like music downloaded. I like a lot of old music.
Okay,
I
I
mean,
can
I
tell.
have a wide range.
So there's an old soul there. You feel like
for
there's
sure.
like a burning of an
and
old
and
soul.
both of us, we listen to.
Well,
all types of
Devin, I
music.
feel like is this multiple manipulator of like sound. Devin's like, I got this next door, and I gotta put this together,
Yeah.
and like you're the one that comes in and kind of smooths out the whole. That's my brother. My brother's a keyboard artist. He can play all the keyboards and come up and be like, do music, and I'm like, dude, I don't know what you're doing. Like this is too much for me.
Yeah.
I feel like he almost pushes you and inspires you to do stuff
He
like
does
that.
inspire me. His work ethic inspires me a lot.
Yeah, he's very.
You know, ding ding ding
Oh, Devin, you know, it's for
Um,
real. You inspire me. Like you, like just watching you guys over the past couple of years. Like when you did that, I was like, oh my god, he did so much in such a short amount of time. It's not easy to edit. And we discussed today, like all the videos. Like I've done music videos. I've done all this stuff. Like it's a lot of freaking work, and you two are doing it on your own.
Yeah, I think that's something that like my dad installed in us, like especially, you know, we don't have a big team. This is our team, right?
Yeah,
so, like,
very
we have
family.
to,
Me too.
we have
Very
to
family
do-
orientated.
Yeah, like we shoot our own videos, we record our own vocals,
Edit.
we, you know,
We do everything.
Yeah,
the whole shebang.
it's just what it is, and
Shebang.
nobody's gonna do it
Yeah.
for us, so we gotta.
So musically, who are you inspired by? As far as like men or maybe rappers or
I love all type of music, ranging from, you know,
I could tell that.
Michael Jackson,
Okay.
Bee Gees.
Oh, I love the Bee Gees.
Man, I love producers like Pharrell,
Oh, he's amazing.
Tim, Kanye West.
I
love
just said that to
Kanye.
her in the break. Like you remind me of like Tim. Like I feel like you could take any song and you could take it to another level. Like she reminds me of like you remind me of Tim and like Nelly Furtado. I'm like a bird on
Right,
the
right.
highway.
Yeah, man.
Like I could see you guys remaking that song into a whole nother level.
Yeah.
And I think you should try it. I think you should do it because I feel this beautiful energy off you two. Just sitting here in the room, Mike. I know you can. You know me, and I haven't been
Shout
here a
out to
minute.
Mike.
Shout out to
shout out to Mike. Mike Pot. I drive him crazy, and we had a hiatus. Mike. Mike, we've had a hiatus, and I feel like you guys are just bringing me back to life. And like, I didn't know how young you actually were when you actually started all this stuff. I thought you were older. I didn't know like you were kind of like me. My father was a famous singer. My brother was a famous artist. I heard it all the time, but they kind of didn't let me around it. And then when I came out and I wrote a song, I think your father was telling me you wrote a record really young, and that you were like, oh my God, my daughter's a writer. Like you were singing young. So as a female, what female artists influence you?
I really like Billie Eilish.
I
her
said that
music.
on the way over too.
We're actually kind of similar, not similar, but
I
like
said that to you
like
before
the
she came here.
dynamic, the
She's like
brother
Billie
sister
Eilish.
thing, you know.
Yeah.
You know, but we're obviously different. We're our own artists. I also love Olivia Rodrigo a lot. Her lyrics, her songwriting is like phenomenal.
Yeah, she's on top of it. She's just straight up like, bitch, I had a nice
Like
day.
it's so deep.
It's very
and
deep.
I fell in love with like the songwriting process during the pandemic when I was like alone in my own feelings and thoughts, and like just the fact that I get to organize these words in a certain way that make you feel something or me, like, oh my God, like this is one song, it's unreleased, that I have. It's called Hurting Him. And like the lyrics just hit me in like a different way, and just being able to explain how I feel emotionally or like twisting the words in a certain way, it's just a beautiful thing to be able to
It's not
storytell.
easy. It's not easy. You know, I had to change a lot of my lyrics. I don't mean to cut you off, but I had to change a lot of my lyrics at that time when I wrote stuff. They were like, but do you feel that way? And I would be like, no, but I think the world does. They're like, but what are you feeling? What were you just about to say?
No, I was gonna
Like
say
it-
that like, but Mia's always had good ideas ever
Yes.
since like this.
Oh yeah, she's
Always,
I've been
like-
watching her grow for years.
Like she would record
Years.
voice memos of just like beats that my dad had,
Yeah.
and they were like kind of good ideas.
Corny, oh,
They
oh,
were-
right,
they-
oh.
and she still has them, but
TK, right? Come on, Maximino. Yo,
Yeah.
we got Max in the house tonight. Daddy's in the house tonight. You can
Bing,
jump
bing,
on the
bing,
camera.
Shout out to Pops.
You can jump in here. Yo, 1 second, right there. There's the camera. Hey, Daddy's in the house.
We can't do any of this without him. Shout out
Yes,
to
but
Pops.
that's what I'm
We love
saying.
him.
So it was kind of like she was doing it, but
It was natural.
Yes, correct. But
It's natural for both of us. Like,
that's
we've
what
always
happened to
had
me in the
this.
pandemic. I said to him, I know this sounds weird, but I want to start my own show, like to inspire young people and get people out there. But I wasn't sure, like, if I should do it in the pandemic. But I think this is the right time because I was really feeling it. I was really feeling like my society and feeling everybody and losing their jobs, and musicians and DJs that couldn't go out and DJ every weekend,
Right.
that were making, tons of money for 17 months. This was their lifestyle.
And now we're DJ on IG.
Yeah, and now they're like, oh, thank God I was on your show. I had an amazing time, and my IG is amazing. I'm getting all the hits, and I'm so blessed. Shout outs to everybody that's been on my show. You all know I love you, Tony D. Why not? Colby Cole, thank you guys so much. You all know who you are. I want a little applause here. You guys have all been so amazing to me and writing to me all the time about all the stuff that I actually did for you. And that's why I do the Tuesday nights, the Backstage Pass with Ladylife. Thank you guys so much for chiming in. We're going to drop another little tune. Let's do maybe I Need Reggaeton, but that's you. You did that, right?
Okay.
All right, so we're going to do
Yeah,
another
so-
track.
So this track,
We're going to jump in a little reggaeton.
This is off a reggaeton beat tape that I just dropped in October. And
Are we going to go there?
and yeah, so it's called I Need Reggaeton.
All right, let's go. I Need Reggaeton, Devan Abiza. Let's go. Tuesday nights. Let's go.
Yep.
Papi, that's a little dance hallish. I need reggaeton.
Vamos a montarla.
Taking me back to Jamaica, man. You're taking me back to Jamaica with that, yo. When we used to work at the restaurant, we would go to Banab. It was a cool spot on Jamaica Avenue. Shout out to the old school Banab crew. That's where we used to put it down. That's where I learned how to dance. That's how I learned to become in music videos. That's the old shit right there. Thank you so much for that, man.
Yes.
I would hope that you bring that into this beautiful voice that she has. Some vocal range that you were singing over here before.
We got Latin.
Maybe she'll drop an acapella before we go. But
We have
I'm just
a
saying.
Latin song on our album, Blink of an Eye. It's called Baila, featuring our cousin John Lee, who's
Okay.
also an artist, which is crazy because he's our cousin. Yeah,
all right,
it's
so why don't
poppin'.
we do Baila?
Yeah,
This
do
is
Baila.
out now. We
Yep.
can all.
Yes.
Can you guys tell everybody where to get this?
You can listen to Baila on Spotify, on Apple Music, on YouTube, on SoundCloud, on wherever you listen to your music, it'll be there. Baila, me, Lailani, John Lee, Blink of an Eye.
All right, let's do it. Devan Abiza, let's go.
Ba-
Da 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 da, yeah. Dance with me slow and wine. I'm trying to find ways to approach you. Mad at myself if I don't try. Before the night is over, baila, 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 cómo te llamas, no sé.
Acabó yo de llegar aquí y ya te vi. No, yo no, ya no me voy de aquí hasta bailar contigo. Ya yo te vi de la entrada. Si yo te invito, no te quedes callada. Baila conmigo, no te quedes sentada. Avanza que la noche ya mismo se acaba. Si te me acercas, yo digo sí. Tú no estás ebria, pero yo sí. Yo de tu baile quiero una dosis. Bien despacito como Luis Fonsi. Porque no me baila, 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 baila.
Baila, 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 ¿cómo se llama? No sé, ¿cómo te llamas? No sé, ¿por qué no me baila, 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 baila? Baila, 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 ¿cómo se llama? No sé, ¿cómo te llamas? No sé. Ya yo te tengo en la mira, cuando me acerco tú casi ni respiras. Yo solo quiero saber tu nombre. Why are you hanging over there? Come hold me.
Si no me invita, yo te invito. Ella no le dice que sí a cualquier loquito. Bailamos toda la noche, te juro que no me quito. Ya tú me tienes loco con ese bailecito.
Baila, baila, baila.
Bailame,
Baila, baila, ¿cómo se llama? No sé,
bailame.
no sé, ¿por qué no me baila? Baila, baila, baila. Baila, ¿cómo se llama? No sé, bailame. No sé.
Young Lee, yeah.
Lailani.
Ibiza.
Baila, 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 baila. ¿Cómo te llama? Baila, baila, baila.
Playing
Yo,
this
y'all
every
better
morning.
stop right there, yo. Let's go, let's go. There hasn't been a song like that out in a minute. Y'all need to call Pitbull on that shit. I'm
Mr.
just
Worldwide.
saying.
You would have,
Yes,
you would have
Mr.
Pitbull on
Worldwide.
the remix?
Been there, done that.
You would have Pitbull on
I'm
the
just
remix?
saying.
I don't know. I mean, yeah.
I'm just
I got
saying.
much
He
love
could be
for
like,
Pitbull.
I'm Mr. Worldwide on a ball on a ball. I just like, that was a great record. Congratulations on that
Thank
record.
you.
Thank you.
So, wow. So, you guys have done this for quite some time now. What do you see in the future, Devin? Like, what's your goal as a producer, as an artist, a semi-DJ? Like, what do you want to see happen? Do you want to do live big shows at festivals? Because I could see, that was my goal at one time for the
Yeah.
DJ to play the record and me as the artist. And they thought I was crazy with, like, face mask and wings. They thought I was crazy. Now that's what it's about.
Yeah, for sure.
So, like, what do you see for the future?
For sure. I definitely want to do my own shows,
Okay.
tour. I'm a DJ, so I'm a really good DJ too. So I know, like,
Facts.
I would be good on tour.
Okay.
Play my own records, of course. And my dad always tells me, like, yo, play your own records, man.
Okay, yeah, hell
so-
yeah. Always play your own records. I always throw in
Yeah.
nobody but you and all I do. I'm like, I don't care if they don't like it, but I'm going to throw it in there.
Yeah, so keep producing records.
Okay.
Obviously Mia's stuff, but also working with other artists.
Okay.
And
win a damn
just
Grammy.
yeah, my
Oh,
one of my goals.
shit.
Yeah, one of my goals.
My
is to win a
girlfriend was
Grammy
like, if
for
I win a
sure.
Grammy, I'll put your name on my ass. I was like, well, I don't know. I'm 45 years old, so I don't know if I'm going to do it. So that's what you want to do. That's your focus too, Mia? You would like to do
I mean,
that?
Yeah, I my focus is honestly to get like people to listen, and
Yeah,
just
they have
to,
to
Yeah, building
listen.
the fan base.
Yeah, absolutely. So
our recognition. You know
can
what
you
I mean?
quickly just tell everybody online how to follow you and then you as well? So you go
Hello?
first and then you
Okay.
let everybody know how to find you.
All right, so you can follow me on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, on YouTube at Mia Lailani, MIALAILANI. And you can listen to my music on Apple Music, on Spotify, on YouTube, on wherever you listen to music. MIALAILANI. Follow me. Stay up to date. More
Yes,
music
you are
coming
very,
soon.
very up to date. And Devin, just give them your information.
Yes,
too,
yes.
as
You
well.
can follow me everywhere at Devan Abiza, except my Twitter. My Twitter is Devin_Abiza.
Oh.
I forgot TikTok.
Yeah,
Where did Abiza come from? Because it was like Devin and then
Devin
Abiza came out.
Yeah, we
How
had
did Abiza come up?
yeah
Just
we had
curious.
a friend. His name is Vice, and he gave me the name Devan Abiza. Devin is my middle name, and Ibiza is an island in Spain. And at the time, I really loved dance music, and so that's where it comes from. And
Well, that's my culture.
Ibiza's-
Those are all my friends. Like Ibiza is like where my friends dwell. That's why when I
Okay.
heard that, I was like, and I
I've
remember saying
never
to-
been to Ibiza too.
Oh,
I
yeah,
would
well-
love to go.
Well, I think you're gonna go. I think after this interview, you're gonna go. Yes.
Yeah,
I
ring
think
the bell
both
for
of you.
that.
I can see you with your beautiful colored flowers and your beautiful gown and your amazing songs. You guys are absolutely amazing, and I'm so honored to have you
Thank
here.
you so
Like,
much.
I forgot to
You're-
say TikTok. Follow us on TikTok.
Oh yeah,
yes,
TikTok.
yes,
Devin
TikTok.
Abiza.
We're gonna do a TikTok too.
MIALAILANI.
Yes, and Devin, how can we follow you on Instagram? A name, just spell it all
Yeah.
out so everyone can have it.
DEVANIBIZA.
Okay, perfect, and that's on all platforms.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
All right, thank you
Google me,
guys so
baby.
much for chiming in with Devin Abiza and Mia Lailani. I am so excited to have them in the house. The up and coming artists, like congratulations to Genesee also Castillo that was on our show recently. She did the beautiful Ashanti. The Soul Train Awards. I'm so proud of all my girls and boys that have been up here. You guys are my inspiration. I love you all so much. We're going to end the show tonight with their special song. And you can get this on all platforms as of right now.
This is
Blink of an Eye.
This is the outro of our album.
This is
Blink
the
of an Eye.
outro.
Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, everywhere. Go
Yes.
listen to it. The
And you
outro.
guys can get this anywhere you want. This is Devin Abiza, Mia Lailani on the Backstage Fest with Ladylife. Thank you guys so much for coming.
Thank you for
Is there
having
anyone
us.
you guys would like to shout out before we go? I mean, your team
I
or
want
your
to shout out
family?
my dad, my mom, my sister.
Yes,
my
mom and
family
dad are
in
here.
General, my
Mom and
brother,
dad are here. I can't-
My
Yeah.
bestie. My bestie.
Shout out to my
Wendy.
girl. Shout out to my girl on IG Live, Miss Melody.
Yeah, I can't see my IG because I tried to
My cinnamon
Shout
apple.
out to you guys.
My cinnamon apple.
Shout out to Anthony watching on Twitch. My
Yes.
boys watching on Twitch.
Yes.
Yes.
We got
Shout
a
out to
lot of
everybody
live
watching.
going on, so we have 7 platforms. So shout outs to everybody on live. I know it's a hiatus, but these are my 2 favorite babies. You guys better follow them and show them some love. These are the future of our scene. Not only is she pop and R&B, but she's real. She's herself, and I'm so proud of everything
Crypto
she's
creator.
become. And Devin is really taking it to a next level, not only in his DJing and producing wise, but he really shows a particular character in someone that actually can adapt to what's going on at all times. And I think that that's what this is about right now, especially in the quarantine. When you find yourself, like I found myself after 45 years, you're an inspiration to me. It doesn't matter where you are or where you're from or where you're at. It's who you are and what you bring and the quality, not the quantity. So thank you guys
I appreciate
so much
that.
for being on the show tonight. You truly are an inspiration to me and many people across the country. And we're going to end this off tonight with Blink of an Eye, but Mia Leilani and Devin Abiza.
Thank
Thank
you.
you guys
One more
so
bell, one more
much.
bell. Bing, bing,
One
bing,
more
bing,
bell.
bing,
That's right, Devin. Here you go. Bring that shit. Bring it out. Thank you guys so much for chiming in.
In a dream of mine last night, melancholy isn't quite the feeling that I would describe. If I am so lost, how come I seem to be boring you enough to lose focus, and you don't even notice? Oh, I'm too behind to catch up. Seems reminiscent of lack of time to refocus. I never even noticed everything changed in a blink of
Man, I really hope you guys enjoy this album because this is my first solo album. Let's give a round of applause for that. swear we've been working on this album forever, man. And Blink of an Eye has gone through so many changes. Like, it was a sad album at first, and then like we lifted it up with up-tempo beats and happy joints, and here we are. Here's the final, the finale. So much work has been put into this album. Like, I'm so proud of it. Like seriously, so proud of it. Shout out to Devin and Dad. I really couldn't have made this album without them. I love music so much, and it is a gift to be able to write about what I write about and sing these songs and be able to create and make music for others. And I hope you guys love this album as much as I do. I feel like that's so cliche to say. See what I did there? This is the blink of an eye. Well, it's just blink of an eye. Hey, yo, shout out to my man Julio, though. Can't forget him. A lot of people have worked on this album and just made it what it is and turned it from nothing to something. So thank you for taking your time and listening to the album. I'm Lailani, and that was Blink of an Eye.
Yeah, 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 yeah.